this fight would be to take it right to Chiaverini. Now, Chiaverini is not a swift-footed fighter. What he is a man who likes to cut the ring in half and, as I said, work the body over, then bring the blows up to the head, and he has knockout power with 21 of them in his record. So one might question this strategy that Sugar Ray plans to employ. However, as we look at Sugar Ray again, Angie Dundee's theory is that you must fight a southpaw aggressively. As I pointed out in that earlier interview, Sugar Ray has always had success against southpaws and not necessarily fighting aggressively. Chuck Hull, the ring announcer, is in the middle of the ring, and we are about to get the ring instructions from the referee, who is Ferd Hernandez. He is a former middleweight. No vote in the scoring. The judges, all local men. Right, Charlie Minker, Dwayne Ford, and Lou Tappett. Here are the rules.
Be sure to get the furthest neutral corner and stay then to ask you to come out. Right? Shake hands, have a good fight, fellas.
Okay. So, Ferd Hernandez with the quick instructions. Rounds will be scored on the 10-point must system adopted in Nevada in May. The 3 knockdown rule in effect. No saving by the bell. Mandatory 8 count. No standing 8 counts. Repeat scoring by the 3 judges, not by the referee. The bell for round 1. It is an 18-foot ring by request of Chiaverini, who would rather have a smaller ring so that Leonard's movement would be hampered. Oddly, Dundee acquiesced. Leonard, quick-handed, quick-footed fighter. Better punching ability than given credit for. Leonard has been fighting bigger men. And in his last fight against Geraldo, again, by his own admission, he was hurt in the 3rd round. He's flashing that left into Chiaverini with early success. Remember, Chiaverini is a southpaw fighter. Again, he got the left in, Leonard did. But don't be surprised if at some point during the fight, Chiaverini does not convert to orthodox or right-handed posture. He is quite capable of doing that, and it frequently has a surprising effect. We're 1 minute and 10 seconds into the 1st round. Sugar Ray to the right, Chiaverini to the left. The early going, Sugar Ray's jabs are connected. Now, Chiaverini would like to keep Leonard pinioned against the ropes and then work the body over. Slow Sugar Ray down. Forestall any movement in the later rounds. The folks from Kansas City just gave that roar. They will roar every time Chiaverini moves his gloves. Don't pay any attention to that. They have been playing the record, the Kansas City record, unrelievedly for the last hour. We're going to Kansas City. First round, a feeling out process. Leonard told us in the interview that he would figure Chiaverini out by the 3rd or 4th round. In this round, Leonard with the edge, connecting with the quick left jab a number of times. Chiaverini not connect. The left getting in there, as you saw, the quicker hands, the quicker feet. And we are approaching the end of round number 1. Back live in Las Vegas, the bell for round 2 having just sounded. Round 1 was all Sugar Ray Leonard. Tony Chiaverini, the opponent, with his back to you. But a tough kid. Don't draw any quick conclusions. What Sugar Ray basically will be doing most of the time against the southpaw, and you see it there, staying outside the southpaw's right foot, thus limiting the power of his left, which normally can't get to him, and at the same time leaving himself with the own leverage that he wants. It's basically the way to fight a southpaw. It's what our kids did at Montreal, what they were so brilliantly taught. Sugar Ray himself trying to go down to the stomach. Right lead. Oh, a good right lead by Leonard. Snapped Chiaverini's head back. Leonard fighting with added pressure. Remember, he must stay unbeaten. Conditioning a December 1st already signed bout in prime time here on ABC against Wilfredo Benitez for the WBC welterweight crown. Leonard, of course, ranked within the top 3. One rump organization has him 2, another has him 3. In the welterweights, Chiaverini world ranked in both organizations. See the clock counting down in round 2. Now Chiaverini is becoming more aggressive, trying to use what extra poundage he has, which amounts to only 2. Chiaverini, as I noted, has the effect of seeming like a short-armed fighter, although his reach is 70 inches and Sugar Ray's 71. Chiaverini got in a left lead, and he paid for it with those rapid Leonard combinations by way of repost. There's a left sharply in, and another, and that right got into the Chiaverini chest. Leonard seems much sharper than he did against Geraldo at Baton Rouge, Louisiana a month ago. Oh, a stunning right. You saw it to the left jaw of Chiaverini. And Sugar Ray is giving it to Chiaverini all over the ring in this second round. A growing fighter who wants to prove that he is verging upon greatness. Often called untested, it rankles him enormously. We'll get into that more later. Again, Sugar Ray counter-punching brilliantly, as he said he would. The end of the round. Back live in Las Vegas, round 3 just underway. The first 2 rounds utterly dominated by Sugar Ray Leonard. The opponent, 26-year-old Tony Chiaverini of Kansas City, with a record of 33-1. In Sugar Ray's dressing room, where I was just before the fight, he was a little upset over the news that his Montreal Olympic teammate, Leon Spinks, had been KO'd in the very first round over in Europe today by Jerry Coetzee of South Africa. KO'd because he went down 3 times, and 3 times ended the fight. The 3 knockdown rule in effect. So Spinks has fallen upon very hard times since the Cinderella victory that night here in Las Vegas over Muhammad Ali. We're a minute into round 3. Now, Angie Dundee is cautioning Sugar Ray to watch out for Chiaverini's head. The reason, Chiaverini clearly was trying to butt Sugar Ray. You saw that left snap Chiaverini back, and he doubled up on the left there to do it again. The hands much too quick for Chiaverini, but the butt, a dangerous weapon, as the elbow can be too. In an earlier fight, we saw one fighter excuse me, get it from an elbow, and he was rendered hors de combat. This is 3rd round action, and Leonard looks as sharp as I have seen him. I began to wonder in the Geraldo fight. Good left by Chiaverini, maybe his cleanest blow of the fight. 1 minute left in this round. There's Angelo Dundee. You can hear him. He's mic'd. The man who guided Muhammad Ali's career so brilliantly and has been doing the same for Sugar Ray Leonard. He knows his business. He listens to no one. Knows how to bring a fighter along. Crowd, you hear them every time Chiaverini lands a blow, which has been very infrequent. Look at those lefts get in there, pouring on points. Again, the lefts and the rights in combination. Such quick hands. I had been saying I thought maybe Sugar Ray was being burned out, fighting once a month and against frequently bigger men. But today, he shows no sign of it. Up till now, it is the third round. Look at that left. End of the round at hand. We're back live in Las Vegas, the start of the fourth round. We had hoped to show you where Chiaverini tried to butt Sugar Ray Leonard. Time does not permit. It's been an action fight, mostly by Sugar Ray Leonard. Chiaverini has had a hard time scoring at all. On 3 occasions, he got blows in, and the Kansas City coterie went wild. Right here, you see Sugar Ray with the swiftness. Chiaverini trying to cover. Wiley trying to put his arms around Leonard. Now, Leonard pinioned against the ropes in the neutral corner. But certainly Chiaverini has not been able to do any damage to him. Now let's see when Leonard gets out of that corner. He looked over quickly to Angelo Dundee for instructions. Frankly, I don't understand why Ray has not fought his way out of that corner. Now he's trying to edge his way out of it. This is the only way that Sugar Ray Leonard, it seems to me, can ask for trouble in this fight. Chiaverini got in a good blow to the midsection, and still Leonard's in the corner. He finally pushed him off, and then he postured to show he was unhurt. Enough of that, Sugar Ray. We know the similarity to Ali, but there was only one of him. Posturing does not win fights. Now he's telling Chiaverini to come on. We'd like to alert our stations along the line that at the end of this round, we'll take a station break. Now Leonard, having pushed himself or pushed Chiaverini off him and gotten out to ring center, is once again giving it to Chiaverini, who has a huge welt under his right eye. But under the eye, there'll be no flow of blood affecting the vision, so the fight couldn't be stopped for that reason. Punching sharply. Leonard, you can see that welt under Chiaverini's right eye. See it? Right there. Even though it wasn't a direct facial shot, you can see it. And Leonard is just cleaning up on Chiaverini with the left jab, the quick flashing lead, and frequently in combination with the right, but just as frequently doubling and sometimes tripling on the left. This is a classy fighter, this kid. Counting down now for the end of round 4. And again, Chiaverini gets it. We'll return with more of ABC's Wide World of Sports after this from our local stations.
People.
All right, we're back live, and Chiaverini could not come out for the 5th round. Everything that Sugar Ray Leonard told me in the pre-fight interview earlier in this telecast has taken root. He said he would have him figured out by the 3rd or 4th round. It turned out to be both rounds. He said he might not just knock him out, there's Chiaverini, but he would swell him up and render him helpless. And there's that welt I talked about under the right eye. The lips are swollen. He was a soundly thrashed fighter, as this young fighter is on perhaps the precipice of professional greatness at what he does. So he has won his 23rd consecutive interview. We will have an interview with him in just a moment. He's won his 23rd consecutive victory, and he can now safely look forward to the night of December 1st, when he goes against the reigning WBC welterweight champion Wilfredo Benitez, as he is hugged by Davy Jacobs, his trainer. And for Angie Dundee, I told you so, he said. We'll be back with Sugar Ray in a minute.